The pleasure we get from attracting and observing birds in our backyard is unending. The birds always lift our spirits and make us smile. The scene may change from season to season, but the pleasure is guaranteed. There is so much we can't know about birds, but mystery is part of the appeal of this absorbing pastime. In summer, the birds are in full color and actively mating and raising their young. Goldfinches and housefinches are among the most commonly seen. They are especially fond of thistle seeds. Goldfinches often arrive in a flock of 20 or 30. We are never quite sure if we are seeing housefinches or purple finches. They are very similar. Three members of the woodpecker family come to our feeders throughout the year. The red-bellied woodpecker is strikingly beautiful, named red-bellied for its pale red color on its belly, not often visible. Here, a downy and hairy share the feeder. The downy and the hairy have similar markings and color, but the hairy is the larger version and has a proportionately longer bill. Cardinals do not come to our feeders often, but several pair are in the neighborhood. Hummingbirds can fly right, left, up, down, backwards, and even upside down. While other birds get their flight power from the downstroke only, hummingbirds have strength on the upstroke as well. Hummingbirds beat their wings 60 to 80 times a second. Their normal flight is about 25 miles per hour. Hummers may consume 2/3 of their body weight in a single day, so they must feed often. Ruby-throat hummingbirds migrate in early fall to Central America, some by way of Mexico, but some cross the Gulf of Mexico to the Yucatan. A number of other birds come to the feeders, but don't linger. The tufted titmouse, the friendly chickadee, nuthatch, the upside-down bird. The handsome rose-breasted grosbeak, with its characteristic massive bill, migrates to southern climes for the winter. The female is drab, an adaptation that allows her to effectively hide herself while incubating eggs in the nest. And surprise! Wild turkeys! A pair of perky house wrens have taken up residence in our birdhouse. They have been flitting in and out for weeks. Here is a young offspring, obviously on one of his first trips out. The house wrens are gone, so it is time for inspection and fall house cleaning. Their nest consists of a huge collection of small sticks. The last day we saw a hummingbird was September 18th. A Carolina wren flits around all fall and winter. By November, the trees are bare. The floor of the woods is covered with their leaves, and we know that winter is not far away. One of the chief pleasures of long snowy winters is sitting in a warm house and looking out at wild birds at the feeders. With the backyard quiet and snow-covered, birds provide color, activity, and endless entertainment. Even on the coldest, snowiest days, you can watch the antics of goldfinches, nuthatches, woodpeckers, chickadees, and juncos. Dark-eyed juncos are often called snowbirds because they show up in winter with bellies as white as snow. They breed farther north during spring and summer. A surprise visitor, an eastern towhee. Most towhees migrate to the south, but this beautiful bird stays with us all winter. In cold weather, we provide suet, especially for the woodpeckers and chickadees. Fat is metabolized into energy much more quickly and efficiently than seeds, to help them maintain their 108-degree body temperature necessary for survival. The mourning doves stay with us all winter long. Their name derives from their low, mournful song. The blue jay has a reputation of eating eggs from other birds' nests, but this probably happens only rarely. It often has a harsh call, but you cannot deny the beauty of this large year-round bird. There are many types of sparrows, which is frustrating to inexperienced birders, who often lump them together as little brown jobs. They don't go to hanging feeders, but are active ground feeders. The calendar says this is the third day of spring. One clue that real spring is not far away, the goldfinches are getting more yellow. Finally, the snows clear, and the days start to lengthen, and flowers of spring appear. And the birds start a new cycle of renewal. House wrens come back. We wonder, is this the same pair as last year? A male wren can build as many as a dozen nests before his mate arrives. She picks the one she wants. We watch in amazement at the industry of these little birds as they build their nest. Brown-headed cowbirds are interesting. This is the female. These birds do not make nests of their own. The female lays her eggs in the nests of other species. The host often recognizes the eggs as foreign and destroys them. It is estimated that only about 3% of cowbird eggs result in adults. An unexpected sighting. We see a pileated woodpecker off in the woods flying from one dead tree to another with a characteristic call. Its staple food consists of carpenter ants living in fallen timber, dead roots, and stumps. The woodpecker excavates fist-sized rectangular or oval cavities, then uses its enormously long sticky tongue to reach the ant burrows. Despite its size, this elegant woodpecker is often shy and hard to observe. Until the recent rediscovery of ivory-billed woodpeckers, which had been thought to be extinct, the pileated was the largest woodpecker in North America. On or about May 1st, the ruby-throat hummingbird returns after a winter in Central America. Imagine a world without birds. Our fragile environment must be protected to ensure that future generations may continue to enjoy the pleasure of birds. As Rachel Carson wrote in 1954, the more clearly we can focus our attention on the wonders and realities of the universe about us, the less taste we shall have for destruction.